Okay, today we're going to look at entering your student Desmos activity. So your teacher's going to post the link in their Google Classroom. I usually post it under classwork, and wherever a teacher tells you they posted it, find that and click on the link. If it's your first time entering this particular activity, it'll say welcome, the name, and then if you're signed in with Google, which you need to be, it'll already have your name in there. If it says like you may have to sign in with Google, or if someone else logged into your account, you may have to sign out and log into your student Google account. From there, you would enter, and then you see the activity. In this case, it said there was directions right away. It said to group the card sort, and you have to group it into two different types of groups, functions or relations, and it said the color cards are your categories. We'll often do card sorts in this Desmos activities. So the color sorts are the categories. So that means all these other cards need to either go into relation category, which is not a function, or the function category. And I'm just going to try and quickly do this. You can always click on a picture to enlarge it if you have trouble reading it. And then your teacher can view what you are doing, just so you're aware. And then let's just say you think you're done. And I can see there's an X through your name, which means I have to go back and tell you, hey, you need a little help. Okay. The nice thing about Desmos, but you can see you're on the right track, or it looks like you just finished it. One of the nice things about Desmos is I can provide feedback to you. So I'll say, keep working on the card sort. You can do it. All right. That's, again, the teacher end. So me as a teacher, I'm saying this to you. You as a student, all of a sudden something pops up at the top. You click on it. Oh, I have to finish my card sort. And it says go to screen 2, so I can send you to screen 2. You can go back to screen 2 and finish it up. Okay? You can always X that out. Fortunately, right now, you can't have a two-way conversation in the feedback. Only the teacher can send something to the student. Hopefully that changes soon. Then you can press next. This is an example of a multiple choice question. You can always just explain your reasoning. It's hard to see. Okay. In these boxes, anytime you have a box here, you can always use math writing by pressing this math type button. And now this box is your math type. And if you open this keyboard, anything and all math symbols can be used. So if I wanted to use x to the 5th power, I can press that as my exponent. I have absolute value right there. You can arrow out of those. There's fraction bars right there. Parentheses, there's my radical, so I can take the square root of 9. Your inequality symbols are right here. And then a bunch of other stuff, sine, cosine, tangent, and all sorts of good stuff in there. In this case, if it ever says share with class, make sure you press share with class. That's the only way we can see it, or as the teacher can see it. Some other things in Desmos, you may have to graph sometime with, like it says draw. So you may have this as an option. So you have a pencil, your line segment, eraser, or your color. So if I wanted to change color, I could do an orange U shape right here. And if I messed up, I can always use my eraser to erase it. I can also make a straight line using the line segment tool. And again, it says use a complete sentence to explain how you know it's a function. And then you should always press share with class if you need to. Again, as a teacher, the teacher can see your work and will be able to tell you how you're doing if need be. The teacher can also limit your screens. So if your teacher only wanted you to work on slides 4 to 7, all of a sudden, notice I'm on slide 7. I can't go past anything else besides slides 4 to 7. So if something weird's happening and you can't get to all of them, that's because your teacher restricted you at that time. So that's the basics of the Desmos activities. Hope it helps.